name is Ron Barr, and he's from the Truckers of Ontario. And he's again, what?
I'm a what?
The fair what?
Fairness is a two-way street.
Fairness is a two-way street.
Good afternoon. You know what I noticed here, though, which is a bit of a shame, is we're not getting to our youth. We're not getting to our youth. Anyway, yes, I am the general manager of the Greater. We got hecklers over here. I'm the only one not allowed to heckle. So Bruce, shush. Anyway, listen, I took over the Greater Ottawa Truckers Association. I have been dealing with the provincial and municipal governments on a number of issues. I believe I have the next boondoggle in this province of Ontario, and I'm going to share it right now. And I just got some information yesterday.
Get her done.
Up to your mouth.
Up to my mouth. I don't even need this.
Yes, you do.
I know. I don't get this close to anything that doesn't kiss back.
Oh, well.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, I've been dealing with the contractors in the area. I'm dealing with provincial, etc. One of the biggest things that I found that's not been passed on, it's the next big boondoggle that the Liberals are going to have to eat, is what's called the fuel index. The fuel index is a surcharge that's put on that contractors are allowed to apply for and get when they're dealing with long-term contracts. I have taken this to the government, and I just got confirmation that the contractors have been getting it, but it's never been passed on to the end user, which is the Greater Ottawa Truckers and Haulers throughout the province of Ontario. I got a letter from the MTO admitting that they've never audited it, they've never checked it, they've never refused it, and the number is $1.5 million that they have not passed on to the end user, the dump truck, and that's just for 1 year. So that's my next project. Another thing I'd like to and not this, I'm a true blue conservative, but you know what? If you're at Christmas parties trying to get elected next time and not at rallies like this, I got a problem with that. You know, you got to take a little bit of time. You got to come and support guys like you instead of being out there trying to get reelected. This is the real issue. I'd also like to address Randall Denley. You know what? Let's just hope. What's the matter?
Nothing.
I thought you were looking at me.
I was.
Anyway, I'd like to address Randall Denley. What I'm hoping, Randall, that you don't get intoxicated when you become a politician. You make promises here, and we expect to keep them.
Yes.
Because Mr. Chairelli at one time ran, and he promised everybody everything.
Promises.
Promises. But what happens, you get infected with this liberal gang, and I've had meetings with 5 different ministries. The Ministry of Training, Colleges and Universities. The Ministry of Consumer Services dealing with Greater Ottawa Truckers. The Ministry of Transportation. The Ministry of Labor. They're all my friends. They're all great. They all say the great things in the meetings. But when they're going knocking on your door, they're basically lying to you, saying they're going to do this. Once they get elected, you guys can basically go to hell. Just pay the bill. But we're sick of paying the bill. We're sick of paying the bill. I'm hearing from many of my members that they're going to be hard-pressed to make it through the winter with these increases in hydro. It's hurting them. And we're getting the College of Trades, and I'm sure a gentleman over here can talk about the College of Trades. Every time we turn around, we're being burdened with increases that are just not sustainable to the operators and business owners. They have attacked business owners in the province of Ontario. We have become their money bags, and we simply cannot afford it. We simply cannot afford it. So basically what we have to do, I love the rally here, it's awesome, but trust me people, this isn't good enough. This isn't good enough. You know why? Because we have to get this provincially. We have to take this provincial. What I have done with the Greater Ottawa Truckers, I blocked the bridge in Gatineau. I got a call from somebody very high in the government, and they say, you know why you're getting meetings with the government right now? Because they don't know what you're prepared to do. You've already blocked the bridge. But what I'm going to propose is that we block the 401. Yeah, I was told if we could block that, we could make a lot of noise, and we've got to basically take back the province of Ontario.
Yes.
And basically what we've got to do is, this is a nice turnout, but we need thousands. So what I'm proposing is we're going to do it with buses, orange buses. And what we're going to do is we're going to get every interested group, from the plumbers that I've heard from, that I'm fighting with this Fairness is a Two-Way Street Act for Quebec. It's going great. I got some good news. I got some great news I'll share in a minute. But if we get 100 buses, folks, and we get the electricians that are responsible for getting their 40 people, and the language people, and this group, and this group, and this group, and we travel down the 416 to the 401, and we stop halfway between Brockville and say, God damn it, these roads are ours. They're not yours, government, or OPP, or whatever. I think we can make some noise. The aerial shots will be huge. It'll be international press, because people, why are we letting a bunch of elected officials run the masses? That is ridiculous. I've never figured that out. We've got to take it back. That's correct. We've elected them. So what we're going to do is we're going to rally in probably April, do something pretty dramatic leading up to an election, because we've got to get the Randall Denleys elected here. We've got to get these guys elected. We've got to get them more bite. We can't continue to let the likes of Chairelli keep, every time it's election time, it's an whole new face, it's an whole new program. It's got to be finished. I want to wrap it up with saying the Discriminatory Businesses Practices Act. That is what I'm faced with. That is why Mr. Watson believes that he can hire the Quebecers equal to us. That's got to stop. Trust me, I have had some major scraps with the city of Ottawa when they believe they've got 910 Quebec residents working for the city of Ottawa. Who gets to hire most of the people? Those people are in high positions, and who are they hiring? Their friends. They're friends from Quebec. I have looked the mayor in the eyes and asked him to do the same, and asked him, what benefit does a Quebecer have coming over here, whether they're an employee of the city of Ottawa or a trucker? What benefit is it to us as taxpayers? It's nothing. It's terrible, and I don't know. I've accused him of having a Quebec fetish. He's got a fetish. So one day I'm going to run for politics. I'm going to probably run municipal. I would never, you know what, I checked my inventory. I could never become a Liberal politician because I have a wife and not a partner. That's easy. You know what, make that public. I don't care. I don't care. Hey, I'm a bit of a smart ass. It is what it is. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about that comment. I don't care. I'm proud to have a wife and kids. Wife and kids. We don't have to import them in here to be able to sustain our operations. I have a wife and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. Anyway, I congratulate you. I congratulate the likes of the Language Fairness. I congratulate the political influence that's come here to support this. The rallying, and all you people in here, we've got to keep up the faith. But there's no reason why we have to listen to the likes of Bob Chairelli. I don't get it. We have the power. We just got to take it back. We cannot continue to allow him to dictate and tell us what we're doing to the point where we're going broke. I can't afford to go broke. I'm 52. I can't be stressing out about paying my bills. I make so much money, and every time something goes up 5%, 6%, a cup of coffee here, I'd rather drink my own goddamn coffee. I don't need to give an extra cup for Bob Chairelli over the next 20 years. And it costs me, well, my wife and I did the math the other day, it costs me over 2,400 cups of coffee to heat my house. It costs me about $4,800 a year. I'd rather drink my own coffee and not give it to Bob. He's got enough of mine. Thank you very much for coming, and we need to get the youth out here because that's tomorrow. They're sucking our kids in. They're sucking our kids in to believe what they're drinking over there, and we've got to take it back. Thank you very much, especially to everybody that's talked. And Tom Black, he does a great job for everybody. He's great, and same with Kim, and same with Beth, and same with this young lady right here. Everybody, thank you very much.
Combined effort from the organizers. Excellent job, and this is just a beginning. This is not an end in itself.